Lucerne, a city where love is in the air. Love for beauty, love for thrill. Love for life, love for art. But will the challengers love this city as much? We'll find out soon. The 6 challengers get from the Italian-speaking south to the German-speaking heart of Switzerland. If you want to see Switzerland in a city, it's the city of Lucerne. You have the lake, the mountains, the city, the modernization, the traditions, all in one place. And this will be the setting for the next Swiss-made challenge. Meanwhile, in Lugano, our 6 challengers, nervous, excited, anxious, are boarding a train that will take less than 2 hours to get them to the heartland of Switzerland.
Now I'm like very excited of where we're going and what's going to happen, but also very nervous because I'm in the danger zone.
First thing we noticed is the panoramic view. You see these lovely huge windows on either side. You can see probably everything and anything that goes around on either side. It's when we are told this is the William Tell Express. The biggest factor is the view. You have to try this train once if you're in Switzerland.
From milky white waterfalls to high delight mountain villages, the journey is beautiful enough to distract them from the tasks.
And suddenly, our train is stopped.
So we get down from the train and we think it's over, we're in a new location. But that's when another surprise is sprung upon us.
So gorgeous.
And oh, a cruise ride waiting for us. And that is our ride to take us to the next destination.
That's correct. A cruise on board the 4th largest lake of Switzerland. I love traveling across Switzerland because it's not just the destinations that I look forward to. A lot of the times it's the journeys, like this one, the William Tell Express. It's on this beautiful lake. We are about to reach Lucerne and I'm sure the challengers are having a fabulous time. Just that we thought, let's make this journey slightly more exciting and add some fun and games.
We get inside and lunch is already ordered, so lunch on a cruise. It's like a dream come true.
While we are having a good lunch, Andy is introduced to us.
All right, how was your meal? Brilliant, good.
The meal was fantastic and Andy was brilliant. The twist, Swiss-made challenge, you have taught us to expect the unexpected.
And then, you know that shiver feeling which you get when thanda lagta hai, when you feel cold, and I'm like, oh my god, Akash, something bad is going to happen.
Did you expect to see me again?
Not exactly.
Let's talk about Wilhelm Tell.
Okay.
When was he living?
14th century.
18th,
14th
century.
In which canton was he living?
Canton.
Lucerne. The German-speaking side of Switzerland.
The Orient Canton.
I don't know.
Urin, yeah.
The Gotthard Tunnel.
Yeah.
Right now they are building a new one, which is going to be much longer. How long is it going to be?
56 or 51, one of the two.
57.
57 kilometers.
What means of transport are included in a Swiss pass?
The trains, the trams, the local transport, even the boats.
What kind of other benefits do you get as a Swiss card holder?
50% discount on the when you go up the mountain.
You can travel with your kids up to 16 years of age.
Oh!
And I get something for you.
Thank you so much.
This is like a genuine, original, Swiss-made, Swiss knife.
Welcome to Lucerne challengers.
Thank you.
So you must have all figured that it was a quiz and Andy has got the results.
Now, the most right answers got Harshit. Followed by Akka, Anamika, Anirudh. Then we have Sanya and Swapnil. Only 8 right answers. But you also get some chocolates.
Harshit, you came on number 1. You get 1 challenge point. which means going forward in the game, anytime at a strategic place, you could use your challenge point to deduct time from any of your opponents.
This can be a table turner for me at any point of a race.
You also got little packets with you. Yes. There are scarves in your packets. Yes. In the last challenge, 3 of you were in the safe zone and the 3 of you were in danger zone. The 3 members in danger zone will be running for elimination. And we thought you could get a little help from people in the safe zone. So, look at your scarves. Those are the teams.
I find my partner in Sanya.
We got the red team.
We got the red team.
Harshit, you better make me win.
Yes.
Because Harshit, you better make me win.
It is the combination of the Iron Man and the Hulk.
All the helpers, if your partner wins, you get 1 challenge point. My favorite question, are you game?
Yes, we are!
Now that the team business is taken care of, let's get warmed up with the destination. The 6 of them want to march straight to the safe zone, but only the gameplay will tell who makes it first.
Let's go, let's go.
Our local guide has been kind enough to have taken us around the city and given us a very detailed guided tour of what used to be the circle of fortification in Lucerne.
Ab Switzerland aaye aur church na jaye? Not possible for our Bollywood fans. First stop, the first Baroque church built in Switzerland north of the Alps. Lucerne's Jesuit Church.
Also telling us about the lovely river that runs through the city called River Royce, and where it starts from, how it flows into the River Rhine.
The river also flows under the Chapel Bridge, which is the most famous landmark of the city. Every traveller coming to this part of the world walks across the 669 feet of this wooden bridge. The oldest covered bridge in Europe was first erected in the 14th century. Survived through fire, myths and legends, and till date leaves people completely awestruck.
One of the bridges has actually got these triangular paintings all along. It's called the Dance of Death. I mean, it's actually fascinating to look at.
And while you were crossing them, you could see the entire view, and it was just really nice.
Walking north across any of the many bridges over River Royce, you will get to the old town of Lucerne and chance upon many old half-timber buildings with painted facades.
The guy took us to the famous clock tower, the administrative block of Lucerne.
So whenever time is announced, this clock is given the prerogative of ringing first before any other clock in the city. This whole tour showed us how fascinating Lucerne is, obviously how beautiful it is, how it preserves its cultural, its architectural heritage.
And before we get down to serious stuff, it's important that you get to know the destination a little bit. So here are my top 5 things to do when you're in the city of Lucerne. I have to admit, it's a little tough to pick just 5 things to do in Lucerne, because honestly, there are like a million things you can do over here. Colors, like features, follow changes of the emotion. Got that? Well, that's what Pablo Picasso said, and it reflects in his art. Pay a visit to the great artist at the Picasso Museum. Not just for his work, but for a glimpse into his life. And if you're lucky, his muse Angela Rosengart, still radiant in her 70s, could very well be standing next to the paintings that made her immortal. how can you not stop by to see what was described as the saddest and most moving piece of stone in the world by Mark Twain? In 1792, this sculpture was carved out of a natural rock in memory of the heroic deaths of the Swiss mercenaries at Tuileries, and is a must-stop for every traveller coming to this part of the world. You eat some and you feed some. And when you're in Lucerne, you'll always find company. They say you're never even 20 kilometers away from a lake when in Switzerland, and never too far to sight a mountain. When in Lucerne, you're spoiled for choice. You can go to Mount or Pilatus. A cogwheel train and stunning cable car ride make travelling up to Pilatus as thrilling as the views when you get up there. Or if you prefer to be on your feet, you can hike up all the way. I would fly over this landscape, but if you prefer a thrill on ground, then the summer toboggan makes for a perfect afternoon spent. Stadtkeller. Cannot miss this Swiss experience when you're coming to the country. This place alone attracts tourists all the way to Lucerne. Of course, there's the smell of fondue that your nose can follow. But there are Pied Pipers aplenty that will bring a spring to your step. Live music performance, a sense of humor, and loads of other travelers to bond with. Doesn't it sound like a perfect combination to make you dance the night away? Sounds exactly that to me. Get your crazy on and be on your way to the friendliest mountain in Switzerland, Stanzerhorn. Since 1893, open wooden carriages slowly make their way in leisurely manner from Stanz direction Stanzerhorn. Hello! Have a good day! Now this is my true Bollywood moment in the sun. A 120-year-old cogwheel train made out of wood with beautiful countryside taking me all the way to Stanzerhorn. But why does it make it to number 1 on my list? It's like time travel across a century. And the best part about getting to the mountain is Cabrio, this cable car which is open on the rooftop. You can see up to 100 kilometers around the Alps and up to 10 lakes can be spotted. Hey, I'm not selfish. This Gen Next journey will be shared with our Gen Next challengers as well.
So today we're going to Stanzerhorn.
Stanzerhorn is very special. It has the only open-air cable car, the Cabrio, in the entire world.
It is an open-air cable car. I mean, who could have imagined?
The mountains in the distance, the Lake Lucerne, everything in one view. We do the whole trek along the mountainside. And Anirudh starts doing a DDLJ song, and obviously I join in because I have to join in every.
The Swiss are known for their ingenuity and engineering, and you guys have already heard of one such example, the Gotthard Tunnel, 57 kilometers long, and this that you see here is a drill bit that actually made the tunnel through the imposing Alps.
Dude, we're definitely going to do well in this. I know a lot about this place.
And we are outside the Werkesch house where this is displayed, or the Swiss Transport Museum. One of its kind in the whole world, and inside you will find all kinds of locomotives. So it should be a fun day for you.
I was like glad that my partner knows about what is in the museum because I personally have no interest in cars.
The one thing that I would have to say for your task It's a team task. 3 people are in the danger zone, 3 people are in the safe zone.
For me, it's going to be a fight for survival, and for Harshit, it's going to be a fight to prove himself.
But people in the safe zone are running for a challenge point. Only if your team wins do you get a challenge point.
I think we're the strongest amongst the 3.
So, are you game?
Yes, we are.
Your time starts now.
Task 1, Need for Speed. Make your way to the car theatre as fast as you can.
Be fascinated but
Not distracted by the wheels on display.
From the invention of the wheel to a car that is accessible by the entire population of the world, the story of mobility is a fascinating one and is displayed in these racks in the car theatre. Today, the challengers have to come right here and after seeing the car that is on display, find the correct match on the display screen.
Let's go.
Coming up on Swiss Made Challenge.
I'm telling you, bro, वो मशीन में कुछ उंगली है चल.